Hey guys, it's Riri and welcome back to my channel.
You're so obsessed with yourself. Maybe you should undress with yourself. Hey, I get a table for two.
Guys, look at my nails. Anyway, hey guys, welcome to my channel. So, before anything, as you guys can tell by the title, yes, finally, the day has arrived. I've done it. It is my eyebrow tutorial, my eyebrow routine. Every single person has been asking me about this, just been putting it off for a while right now. So, without further ado, yes, this is my eyebrow tutorial that everyone has been waiting for. Well, I didn't even have to talk. Yeah, I decided to do this because a lot of people ask me how I do my eyebrows and why I spend 30 minutes on my eyebrows. Because this is the longest step in my entire makeup routine that takes the most, my eyebrows. And you guys can tell, everyone keeps telling me, for some reason, your eyebrows are always on fleek. I love your brows, I like how you do your brows. So I just thought I'd post a tutorial. So I'm not gonna blabber anymore. Before any of that, I just want to tell you guys, please stay safe with all of this precautions and the coronavirus going around. I hope you guys stay safe and are quarantined and at home. So yeah, without further ado, let's go on with the eyebrow tutorial. Alright you guys, so I just want to tell you guys, look at this new studio setup that I just set up in my room a few days ago because I don't know, I just felt like doing it. Anyway, so everyone has been waiting for this tutorial for me to even drop it, so I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm also gonna zoom you guys in to see what I'm doing. So this is how my regular brows look like. They're not the best. This is the first time I'm on camera with no brows and it's killing me. It's freaky, it's weird, but you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do apparently. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I do my normal eyebrow routine. Everyone has been asking me how to do that, so let's do it. Alright, so you guys are zoomed in. So the first thing I like to start with before doing my eyebrows, not many people do that, I don't know, I just like to do that, is I always go in with a primer. So this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter and Silvery Touch Primer. This is just the normal one, the soft matte. So I'm just going to take a tiny pump, put it this much. And what I'm going to do is just prime it on my forehead like I usually do. A lot of people skip this step and I just don't like my personal choice. So I just add it on my eyebrows, under my eyes, on my forehead, because usually when I do my brows, I always conceal and I always carve, so I need the concealer to feel really great. A lot of people like to do their brows last, before foundation, after foundation. I love to do my brows before foundation because, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so once that's done and I let it set, then I go in using my eyebrow pencil. So you guys can use whatever eyebrow pencil you can. You can use the NYX Cosmetics, the Wet n Wild, Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is like really famous for their brow stuff. But for me, I never used to use brow pencils, but my favorites are the Benefit Goof Proof pencil, which looks like this, and the Precisely in my brow, which I love these two, and I got them in a set with the Gimme Brow. When I say this is my holy grail, this is my holy grail, you guys, like, you know. Okay, so I start off with my Benefit Goof Proof pencil, and I'm just going to do this brow. Them all up to see what am I missing on. Zoom you guys in. Start by drawing a line under my brow. Just like that. So I just draw a line under my brow to see where I'm tracing or where I can do these things. So just filling in, and then I come in and draw my arch. So it's gonna start to look like this. So when you brush your hair up, it's supposed to be looking like this. This is not what I'm done with. And then what I do is I connect the lines of my brows just to show you guys of what I freaking do. Kind of connect from top to bottom See that I don't need to do any of that. I know this looks crazy, but you guys, when I say that I take time on my brows, it takes me like 30 minutes to do my brows. No judgment here, you know, do what you gotta do. So you can see I'm missing an arch here, so what I'm gonna do is drag the pencil and kind of like go with the shape of my brow and really start filling those areas. So this is what I have so far. It's not the best, it looks off key, but 1 second, I'll be working on it. So okay, so after that's done, I'm taking precisely my brow, and what I'm gonna do is I'll get closer so you guys can see. We're doing hair-like strokes for a lighter touch, just so I know what's happening with my brows, because a lot of people tend to go really heavy, so I'm just gonna go with a really light hand. And kind of see where my brow is gonna stop. Now you guys can go as harsh as you guys want. You guys can see how it looks like. It doesn't look blended yet because I haven't blended it, but I promise you it's gonna look really, really, really good. I know I'm really up close and personal, but it's a brow tutorial. So this is what I have so far. I'm still gonna blend, but you guys can leave it because later on we're gonna carve and conceal, and it's gonna look much softer, because once you conceal and carve, it looks really pretty. So now, before I start carving, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start blending the brow, just to kind of see, but I always make sure to brush them up. Now they look harsh AF, but you guys, I'm telling you, my brows will look fire. They look fire. Anyway, that's out of the way. But now, next for carving your brows, I know a lot of people like to use like cream, liquid, foundation, concealer, powder. Well, not powder, but you guys know. But for me, you guys know my trusty oil. I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is my regular concealer that I use, and this is in the shade Sun. So what I'm going to do, I have my handy dandy beauty blender plate right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, on the product, distribute it on a plate, as we say. Now for carving brushes, a lot of people like to use flat brushes like this. For example, you could use a brush that is, you know, like this, or you could use like a more smaller edger brush. But for me, my favorite carving brush is the Zoeva 317 winged liner brush. It's so fine, and it's really, really great for carving your brows, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So, but I pick up the product and I got really close. Sure, not one hair is out of place, because once that is concealed, God help all of us. What I like to do is I get really, really, really close, and I just start by drawing a line under my brows, tracing and knowing that this is where my brows are meant to be. I flip the brush and then what I like to do is I just drag the product. I drag the product down, as you guys can see, and I get really up close sometimes and personal just to see what I'm doing, because I'm really close to my mirror, you guys. I'm sorry. See how clean it starts to look? It may look a little bit blotchy, but once I start blending it, you guys will not see anything. What I like to do when I do my brows, I always set my eyes. So whenever I tell you guys, hey, I already did my brows and my base off camera. Why I love this concealer is that it doesn't dry quick. It gives you time to work on your brows. And then the brush, and I kind of do this to see what I am left with and how my brows will look like. So then I take a really flat brush like everyone does, and I start to really push down the product. Once I'm done, I'm not really done yet. I take a little bit on my brush and I go over. Alright you guys, so this is how my brows look so far after being carved. I really like the way my brows look. This is how I usually always show up on camera. You guys can see the difference, obviously. Now you can always use the spoolie on your brush, which you get from your product. What I like to do, I get a normal plain spoolie. You guys can use a disposable one if you guys have. I have them, but I'm too lazy to get up. So just take this and I start really just depositing and breaking down the product. Nothing really much. Making sure that I have everything. Softer your brows start looking. So now, what I like to do, I take the rest of the concealer. I take this and I just really drown my eye with concealer. The reason why I like to do my eyes is because I always tend to like to do my base in the beginning, my eye base. So what I do, I take that flat brush again and I start by patting. And so when I'm doing that, I'm kind of also setting the concealer. A lot of people tell me they always have oily eyelids. So this is the trick I like to do that I've told everyone to do. So when you put on your concealer, don't rub, obviously, if you're just taking off the product. No. Just take your brush and start patting. So slowly when you're patting, kind of blending, you're actually blending in the product into your eye, which gives you a very strong base to work with for your shadows. So that's why my eye base and my shadows turn out really great, because just really do that. So when you pat and you set with setting powder, now you can leave it tacky. Some people like to leave it tacky. I don't. I just like to because it's gonna crease. So people that just take it really, really, really easy. This is how it's gonna look like. It has to look really flawless like this. So you don't really get that creasing. So when you start rubbing, you get like sometimes brush lines or sponge lines, which I don't, not sponge lines, but I just don't really like when that happens. And sometimes I always go in with my sponge and I just like go a little bit. This is the smaller version of a beauty blender. It's so cute. I take, to set my eyes, I always tell people set your eyes, you know, don't look down and up. I take my Laura Mercier translucent powder. What I like to do, I take it on a fluffy brush. So I put the powder wherever I did my concealer because I really want it to look really matte. A lot of people like to have a shimmery brow bone, but I like to set everything because, you know, well, your brow bone doesn't get oily, but I just don't like when my base or anything is just moving, so I just like to keep it very simple. Okay guys, so we're almost done. Actually, we're like halfway done. So this is how my brows usually look like when I do tutorials. Now, keep in mind, brows are not twins. They're sisters, so yeah. Next, I'm going to be taking my Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is all in the shade 4. Now, people always ask me like, how do you do your brows? What shade do you use? Blah, 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 blah. I use the shade 4 just because it's my favorite color. It blends well with my hair, my skin tone, even with my like makeup. So, take my Gimme Brow, and I set my eyebrow hairs up. Now, you guys can use a clear brow gel, but I just like to use the same color because the darker your brows are, the happier your life is. Because honey, I ain't gonna walk out of my house with no brows. Alright you guys, so this is how my brows look like before doing a makeup look. So every time when I start my makeup tutorials or my Instagram tutorials, this is how my brows look like. You know, a lot of people told me how you can do this. So it took me some time when I say like it takes time to do your brows, because this is what I mean of 30 minutes. Now this may look like it's quick, because I'm doing it quick, but sometimes I always have mishaps when doing my brows. This is not how I get it every single time. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face makeup so you guys can see how my brows look like when I do makeup looks. So yeah. Alright you guys, so this is the full face of makeup that I've done with my brows. Yeah, that's how the makeup looks when I do my brows, like full on brows. So yeah, guys enjoyed this eyebrow tutorial. Please let me know what you guys think of this video, and if it really helped you, or if you guys are gonna try this technique, my kind of style, please don't forget to let me know. And if you're gonna recreate, I don't know, do anything, just don't forget to tag me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and definitely more videos are gonna be coming up to my channel. Love you so much, Unicorn Fam Bam. I will see you in my next video. Bye!